Hello and welcome to my review of ISOM 1, Take 3, because I fell over like a dumbass. As we can see, each copy of ISOM 1 and all of the Rippaverse comics will have a protective sheath and matte boarding to keep the comic book itself nice and safe. And they also come mailed in these mailers, which are very useful. I mean, this is not exactly a Rippaverse one, but they're very similar to this. And they ensure that your comics get to you in relatively one piece with minor dents and bumps. And obviously looking at this, it's cover slightly creased a little, and because I've been handling it, it's still in relatively good condition. And in fact, oh yes, nicely laminated, gorgeous artwork. Just the physical quality of this book alone justifies the high price tag. Justifies the $35. As you can see, there's some nice art on the back here. ISOM Ill-Advised Part 1. Yes. This is the first part of the Ill-Advised arc. And obviously we've got Part 2 here, but we'll look into that next week. Now, this is cover B. Personally, in my opinion, the best cover. Although cover D is up there, but that was a special bonus for people who subscribe to ericjuly.com. They could get that shipped to them straight for free. I wish I could have afforded to pay for the highest tier on that site to get that. I so would love to have that in my collection. But that's all. Foil cover, embossed, all the bells and whistles. You know, the kind of stuff that would make a book cost $100. And this is $35. And $100 is a little out of my price range. Because I'm a cheap bastard. Yeah. But obviously, opening up and we can immediately tell that all the artwork was done digitally. As you can see the detail in the leaves there. You get a leaf brush, you can make leaves like that. So that is digital artwork there, folks. And obviously we got ISOM beating the shit out of some of these folk. Don't know who they are. Look like they could have been part of the Alpha Corps, or probably the Texas military. I don't know. And then we open to the credits page. Rippaverse Comics, ISOM, Ill-Advised Part 1. Writer, Eric July. Cliff Richards, the artist, just the pencils and the inks. And Gabe El Taib is the colorist. And we've got Eric Weathers as the letterer, Alan Ford and Carol Brown as the copy editor, and Marcos Rios as the concept artist. And obviously, we got a foreword by the author here. I'd like to thank every single supporter, fan and colleague that's helped me make my many dreams come true. But this comic book venture is easily the most ambitious project I've had the blessing of committing to. The state of the American comic book industry has been in an unfortunate spot, and I wanted to be a part of the solution. This subculture has given me countless memories, stories, and has been a bridge to lifelong friends. I will not stand idle. bad actors attempt to run into the ground. So here's something for every long-time customer that went to the comic book shop every Wednesday. Not me. Sorry, I didn't grow up with comic books. I grew up with superhero cartoons and video games, but not the comic books, unfortunately. For all the people that have watched their favourite franchises be hijacked, I guess that's me, and for each person that always wants to get into an ever-expanding universe, also me, but just didn't know where to start. And for all those that simply want to invest in creators that don't hate them, welcome to the Ripperverse. It's the launching pad, and just the beginning. I hope you enjoyed ISOM, this story, and the other characters that are introduced in this book, Eric D. July. And I will just go over the opening act, and then we'll move on to some of the critiques I might have about this book. West Floorspacks Uptown 2 weeks ago. And we've got a nice street shot. There's some black kid chilling there, just crossing the street, and since this is America, he's a fucking idiot. You know, because the roads are dangerous, roads. America has fucked up sea design. Just saying. I can safely walk across the road without getting run over. But Americans can't. Because everyone's speeding at 70 miles an hour like a maniac. Oh yeah, there's a nice friendly police officer there, saying hi to the doggos. You always say hi to the doggos. And we've got people looking at the TV. There's some politician guy. We've seen violent crime decrease by 12%, and we're only 6 months into my term. What we gotta do to get some credit around here? Well, he did finally reroute those ferns. Former Governor Shrek left Southside high and dry. And we can't forget about those masked weirdos helping us out from time to time. They've been killing it lately. Have you seen the chick with the red hair? She could do some things to me. I heard the Albacore hasn't been needed for months. And who is that new dude that... Get the hell out of my office! I have a theory about this ginger guy here. But I'll save it for spoiler talk next week in ISOM 2. And obviously, I'm curious about this guy. Is he a Jim Gordon that looks like Jonah Jameson? Now that you've seen it, you can't unsee it. Boss! Boom. Did you have to slam the door? You told me to keep this under wraps. She's back! No, not the ex-girlfriend! Sorry, I had to. Earlier, Shadow Valley, outskirts of Floorspacks. Ooh, got a nice panoramic shot there. Good establishing shot. And a good use of a full page bleed as well. It makes the area feel bigger. Not a fan of the silhouettes here. They're a bit crude, and I think they could have done with a little more highlights so we can make out the objects a bit better. Whoomp! Whack! Vroom! Vroom! And I mean, yeah. I need your help. No. Avery, listen to me. Objectives headquarters. You know Jasmine, Mrs. Newman's daughter? I haven't heard back from her in a week. What's that got to do with me? Avery, she had an internship that ended last Wednesday. We told her we'd make an offer and she responded as if that was the best thing that ever happened to her. But she's gone AWOL. Maybe she's not interested. Can you please look into this? I'll tell her, I'm not your errand boy. Call the law if you think she's missing. Well, if her mother hadn't asked me to get you involved, I wouldn't. You're in the Bernie, so you're out of the loop. She recently got caught up with Darren, and you know he isn't exactly an upstanding citizen. He's your old homie. Just see what he knows. If not for your sister, then do it for Mrs. Newman. I always liked Mrs. Newman. Everybody did. She never missed a day of service. Church, that's what I'm referring to. If Mum found out I didn't help her, she'd kill me. Listen to your mama, boys. But I'm out here for a reason. Yo, Sam. I'll be heading to the city to make sure the team prepares Jim's order. He'll be around here 6. I wasn't born here. I left by choice. I went out of my way to get away from it all. I continued to build so I'd have no reason to return. But still. I find my way back to that damned city. Somewhere you would not want to be. You don't think I noticed you following me? Go in. Alpha course en route. Oh, we shoot. I know you will. Boom. But thanks for the reassurance, Yaira. We get some bam bam bams and whoosh, a swish, a kick to the face. There's some thighs. Oh no, somebody's caught a leg. Bit of a fight. Blast her in the back. I wonder how powerful that attack is. Because obviously she shot a copper in the head with it and made some blood come out, but as we see, Yaira looking a little surprised. Boom. And the Alpha Core. You are friends now. We figured it was you. You were told not to come back. As we can see that she looks a little fine. So I don't think her spine was damaged. Half a mile away. Avery's leaving his little truck. Some people by the entrance there. You could pick up your food on the other side, my man. Darren wouldn't be having to be around, would he? He would have let us know if he was expecting someone. Shooting him an email. I'm an old friend, name's Avery. I just happened to be in town and wanted to say what's up. I'm sure you are. But you can't just waltz in here demanding to speak to the owner. I'm afraid you have to. Who is it? Huh. I see some ugly looking brother on the security cam and look who it is. Hang on, see that there? Haven't seen each other for a long time. And by the way, he is difficult to draw. And call those. Why, Eric? Why did you have to design him in such a way that he was difficult to draw? Or Marcus Rios? I don't know. I'll try and figure out ways to draw combos one day. But they just look terrible. Come on in! I'll give you a tour of the spot while you're here. Well, it has been a minute, Mr. Silman. can't be doing that well if I don't know what you're up to. Looking for some work? Nah. Sure. I could use a pair of hands in the kitchen. Thanks for the consideration, but I did want to chat with you about something. I'm not here to be in your business, but Mrs. Newman's looking for Jasmine. For what? They sent you to me? You detective now? You know where she's at? Follow me. Okay, we'll go over here. Sit down. I'm good. Not a request. Oh dear. And by the way, it's still the opening act, guys. We're going to cover the opening act in this video, and then we're going to discuss the rest of the book afterwards. But I won't be spoiling the ending. In our first year of high school, you and I competed for roster spots on the freshman team. You were a decent athlete, but you didn't make it, and the coaches didn't even try to find room for you. But you didn't complain. You didn't even try out again next year. You spent the next years being a subpar student. A fine sister of yours outperformed you academically and athletically. But you never seemed envious. That made me curious. We were cool, but I didn't admire you. You had both your parents around, a good household, and you somehow managed to amount to nothing. You just faded into the shadows, rarely heard from, set up for success, and you did nothing with it. When people like me go away like that, we're usually dead or in jail. Yet I built myself an empire. Some of it the legal way, some of it not so much. But an empire nevertheless. Lovely young ladies like Jasmine are useful to me in this juncture of my career. Unless you're trying to mock my flaws. You are not. We haven't connected in a while, and since we go back and all, I'll award you such a warning. Whatever's going on with Jasmine, it's none of your concern. She's growing up, and this is what you're gonna do. You tell her mother she's fine, then you find your way back to whatever hole you crawled out of. Chuck, get this man an application, and then escort him out of my club. Is she actually alright though? If you expect me to lie to Mrs. Newman, you're on one. Where is she? Ooh, bit of a size difference. My money's on Chuck. Yep, in fact, my money's on Chuck. What do you say, Foxy? Oh yeah. You could just see the look on his face. Okay, you can keep the money, Foxy. By the way, who the hell were you talking to like that? Oh yeah. Kick. Wham! Wham! Slam! Whack! Whoop! Yeah, that was a good call, Foxy. You made lots of money. Darren, I'll whoop everybody in here if I have to. If you're planning to pull out your pistols, I suggest you do it now. But you're going to answer my question honestly. To That is the real moneymaker, and it'll take forever to get your blood off the floor. I don't know where you learned to do all that, but my elite is gonna drag you up out of here. Elise? You're hiring exos. I'm always for hire if the price is right. Fired. As usual, you lose. And you've won nothing. Hang on. I'm gonna need you to bounce. Yep, out the club. Get out here. Now we're coming towards the end of Act 1, guys. Don't worry. If I can make it within this recording. Vroom. Oh yeah. Pissed off super chick meets black guy. She's shaking visibly. It must have hurt. Let me guess. He hired you to clean up. Who is he? Why are you dressed up like you're undercover? Undercover? That idiot think this is a sting? What do all you want? No man super police can stop me unless I want you to. Super... I don't know who you think I am, but I'm not them. Why are you so damn strong? You got the wrong guy. I'm tired of y'all holding me up in the air like some ragdoll. I bet this will send a message to the right guy. Woo. This one's gonna be tough. I've trained my body to do things that people like me shouldn't be able to do. But unfortunately for me... Oh dear, look at that. Flying ain't one of them. Boom. And that is a big ass taxi. Alright. After the thrilling conclusion to the opening act of ISOM 1, probably about 30 pages in, which would have been an issue on its own, we're going to talk about some of the gripes I have with the comic. Dialogue itself could use a little bit of work. I mean, we saw some of that with the exchange we had with Darren, and he's like, going off as like a bit of a spiel. But I think Sans 1 has a worse sort of dialogue exchange towards the end about sort of like exos and how that's like their generalization and he hates them. I think that could have been worded a bit better so it sounded more natural. Kind of like Avery getting a little cocky thinking, hey, we're both exos, I can beat you. And then happens to go off and go, that's why there's a problem. Because it tends to put us on an equal playing field. But we're not equals, and I hate that term. But yeah, that's just sort of minor gripes, really. And in fact, with the whole comic, the issues really are just that, minor gripes. And now, I'm going to find one that really sticks with me, and I think should have been improved. Here we go. Yes. And don't worry, it's not a spoiler if you don't understand the context behind the scene. Obviously, Avery is trying to escape, but we've got an example here of parallel paneling. Obviously, with panels, you want to try and guide the eye. With this, you're more likely to read it like that, going straight across. But you don't. You're not supposed to read it like that. You're supposed to come down here and then go here to read those. But because these panels look identical in shape, people who are unfamiliar with comics might read it like that. That's one of my gripes, and another one I have, actually, should find it relatively soon, is more, let's see, sort of more here. This looks a little sloppy, to be honest. The dark silhouettes and the little bits of colours to make out detail. When I was talking about the gym equipment earlier, they should have been highlighted a bit more. This is what I mean. This is easily one of the worst panels in the whole comic. And even then, it's still better than how I would draw it. And I would be focusing all on the detail. Obviously, enough of that, enough spoilers. Not here for spoilers. We're here to discuss the comic. Now then. And obviously, one of the things added to ISOM 2 was this little mini story with the Norfolk crew. Look at him. He's trying to look so badass with his drumsticks. It's hilarious. But I'm really intrigued by these guys. What's their story? Why are they on tour? And what are they looking for? What threat can they only possibly fathom? And do these three guys in the back there actually know these two excerpts and they fight demons? Do they? Don't know. But they're a metal band and a superhero group, basically, from what I can gather. And of course, with the promotional material for ISOM 1, I really did want to know, so like, who is this guy? He looks interesting. Obviously, the designs are much better than that of the Alpha Core. My main gripe with Alpha Core designs is that they look a little generic. I really don't think green was the best colour. I think a different colour scheme would have worked better for these costumes. That said, Yaira will be returning, and I am looking forward to this. I want to know her story, and we might see a sneak peek of it at the end of ISOM 2. But for now, let's read the closing letter here. We hope that you enjoyed ISOM 1. Please give us your feedback whenever possible. Just did that. Improve your paneling a little, write better dialogue, and make it easier to convey what's going on in the scene. And if you're going to use black silhouettes, make sure they look good. If you are a creator, do not hesitate to let the world know how you felt about the comic book. Doing that already. We want to see those videos, hear those podcasts. When I finish editing this tomorrow and uploading on Saturday, I'll let the whole Rippaverse crew know. And then Royce can find something games start showing from my YouTube channel. You know, Drink of Crazy, him. Yeah. Don't forget, Documon. Who is Documon? What's on the cards? Don't know, wish I'd got the cards. Kicking myself now. I had 2 opportunities and life screwed me over twice. A mysterious person by the name of Document has been keeping up with notable subjects. Like this chick here. Oops, sorry for touching your boobs. They have cards with some important information. High-profile subjects. The cards won't be around forever. So get them while you can, if you want to learn more about some of the characters in the Rippaverse. The official concept art book, released alongside ISOM 1. Also forgot to get this. I wasn't going to bother with it, but now I kinda do want to. And I've not seen one on eBay yet. Alongside ISOM 1 was a book with the original concept art for the prominent characters. In it, you'll see the original designs by Marcos, Rios, and a breakdown of how they were created by Eric July. Now, one thing I do want to point out: the Rippaverse ethics. This comic book company was not created at random. I've been rooted in the culture of American comic books since I was a youngster, and being a creative in the industry was always a dream of mine. But the unfortunate state of the industry gave me the push that I needed to give it a shot at such a young age. You're like in your 30s, that's not young. 20 would be young. We've seen what works, and we've certainly seen what not to do. Rippaverse Comics is the product of a comic book guy that still believes in the magic of the culture. And with that being said, we're guided by a set of principles that remain the staple of this company. And they are: respect the customer, canon and continuity, and a comprehensive timeline. We want you invested in this brand and everything that comes from it. Rippaverse Comics is not entitled to your money. We must earn your support. It's on us as creators to produce something that you find of value and can remain invested in. It's impossible to please everybody, but we hope there's a book or a character that you can look forward to keeping up with. Success of this company will be largely dictated by our ability to keep the customers interested and satisfied. We are not oblivious to this. Respect goes both ways, and we'll honor our side of the deal. Our aspirations extend far beyond having a couple of characters or series. A vast universe that is ever expanding is what we hope to accomplish. This is something that has long been intriguing about modern American comic books. But it has become a lost art. The Rippaverse fulfilled this void, meaning that every single book that you buy will always matter. If retcons are to exist, they'll only be used in the classic sense of introducing new information. We want every book that you buy to always matter. Those stories happened. Uncle Ben died. God fucking damn it. There'll be no lazy time travel to change histories or events. There'll be no cheap multiverses that have altered versions of the same characters. If you own a book, you own a part of the history. And it's our mission to keep it this way. Yeah, so no more Peter Parker getting cucked by MJ and Eddie Brock and Satan and so on, and no more One More Day scenario shit. People didn't like that. But I know the perfect way to retcon of Marvel and DC is I buy them both out when they go for pennies. Oh, it'll be glorious. You guys won't be ready for it. This concept will remain true regardless of the medium. Should the characters appear in officialized animation or live action, the depictions need to be as accurate to the characters as realistically possible. Your favorite characters will always be recognized. So I'm not allowed to do blackface ISOM then. Sorry, I went there. What do you mean, you people? A comprehensive timeline. Actually, I do need to watch Tropic Thunder. Comprehensive timeline. Because we value canon and continuity, it's important that you're able to follow the timeline as these characters grow. This will be especially helpful for those of you that become customers years after their founding. We promise to try and keep reboots to a minimum. If this means that a series is on its 100th issue or volume, it means that these are one a year books, so when I'm 130, maybe? So be it. But this isn't a reason to feel overwhelmed. There'll be plenty of opportunities to purchase anthologies that combine key stories. But we also don't want to hold your hand, as picking up the pieces is often part of the fun. Yes, he wants fan theories. And I say, Santuan is the true Lord and Saviour we all needed. Not every story will be told in chronological order. Well, I mean, isn't that basically The Legend of Zelda? When it's all over the fucking place? So I'll always make it as easy as possible to keep up with the universe as it grows. Yes. Respect the source material. Come on, Hollywood, respect it. And just a sneak peek of ISOM 2. Oh yeah. Darren looking a little pissed. And I wish I could draw cornrows, but I can't. I so want to draw characters like this. Oh. You look a little familiar. Target. Avery Stillman. Sibling, Altona. Parents, Jacob and Harriet Stillman. I want you to find this man and handle him. Pay his family a visit if necessary. Just send my regards. Their work and home addresses have been sent to your phones, so whoever gets the job done will be paid handsomely. We will be in touch. Oh dear. After that shocking beginning, what has Avery got himself into? Yes. What have you gotten yourself into, Avery? Now then, should you buy this comic? Yes, you should. On my scale of avoid it, try it, and buy it, it's a buy it. Buy it. It is worth the price. Shipping's not that expensive anymore, it's more in line with other companies. And you can get cover C from thevipiverse.com or from your local comic book shop if they've got any. Yes. And although I think cover B is technically the best cover, aside from cover D, it's not a bad thing just to buy cover C, even if it is the worst looking one. Now then. The paper quality of this book. There's also another thing I want to go over quickly. It feels amazing. This doesn't. This feels cheap. And it's only been opened twice. And the spine is already worn slightly. And the paper in this feels like printer paper. I'm not joking. But this, the paper in here is great. The art is great. It's worth the asking price. Go buy it. Remember to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and comment down in the comment section below. You know, encourage the YouTube algorithm gods to look upon my video favorably. Especially since this is going to be my first video, basically. And it's probably going to get buried, but I'm going to spam the shit out of this on Twitter and hope that people will watch it. Hopefully, and that they share it as well. And that more people will watch it. And I was intending to get this out much earlier, but things happened. Now, originally, I wanted to do an illustration for this, which I was going to do digitally, but that wasn't happening. I wasn't happy with the art, and I think I'd rather just pencil it traditionally next time. I mean, I still want to do the illustration, it's just I wasn't happy with the quality of it. And that might be a video in itself. Next week, we'll be looking at ISOM 2. And this. I have questions. What are these? Who is she? Why is ISOM so fucking jacked? Yes, we'll discuss this next week. And also next week we'll have a spoiler talk for the ISOM series. Go with things that have happened. And where they might go going forward. And with that said, as we end this video, remember, culture begins with you. You attract like-minded individuals, you form the community, and then the community makes the culture. But it all starts with you, so become the culture and embrace the Iron Age. Bye!